My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal to you cannot be ignored. In just 7 minutes, a secret vault, yes, a heavenly vault, will be opened in your name. Inside this vault lies $55 million, sealed away for this very moment. You were not brought here by accident. This message is not coincidence. This is the exact second that destiny has aligned with your life. Do you feel that chill running down your spine? That is not fear, it is recognition. Your spirit knows the truth before your mind can grasp it. You are standing on the edge of a miracle that will alter your life forever. Child, you have asked, when will my breakthrough come? When will my struggles end? When will my tears finally be wiped away? Tonight, the answer arrives. Tonight, the struggle turns into strength. Tonight, lack turns into abundance. Tonight, sorrow turns into joy. But here is the mystery, you only have a short window. A door that opens for a few precious minutes before closing forever. That door is before you now. The secret vault will not wait. If you delay, if you doubt, if you ignore, the chance slips from your hands like sand through your fingers. That is why heaven is urging you, pleading with you, commanding you, open it quickly. My beloved child, I want you to imagine this with me. Close your eyes and see it, a massive golden vault, glowing with light, sealed for years, guarded by angels, waiting for the command to release. And written on that vault in bold, shining letters is your name. No one else's. Not your neighbors, not your friends, not your enemies, yours. That vault has been reserved for you since the moment you were born. And now, the time has come to open it. Inside it lies $55 million. But child, do not mistake this for just money. This is not ordinary currency. This is divine wealth. Wealth that carries freedom. Wealth that carries healing. Wealth that carries restoration. Wealth that carries honor. Every dollar in that vault has been soaked in the promises spoken over your life. Every coin carries the echo of prayers you once whispered in the dark when no one else was listening. You thought those prayers went unanswered. You thought heaven was silent. But no prayer ever goes unheard. They were being stored, collected, multiplied, until the vault was full. And tonight, on September 11th, it is ready to burst open. Can you feel the weight of this moment, my child? This is not ordinary. This is not common. This is divine appointment. At 11:59, everything changes. Your enemies will be silenced. Your debts will vanish. Your shame will dissolve. The same people who once doubted you will not understand how suddenly you rose. But I must warn you, heaven moves only for those who move in faith. That is why you must not scroll away, not blink, not look aside. The enemy will try to distract you, to make you doubt, to convince you this is not for you. But you know better. Deep down, you know this is yours. My beloved child, there are moments in life when everything shifts. Moments when years of waiting collapse into a single second of breakthrough. This is one of those moments. If you ignore it, you will regret it forever. If you seize it, you will rejoice for eternity. Look at your hands right now. They may look ordinary. But in just minutes, they will hold extraordinary power. The kind of power that transforms generations. The kind of blessing that rewrites family history. The kind of wealth that makes even heaven celebrate. I want you to see the picture clearly. You wake up tomorrow, and the notification appears on your screen. You open it, and your eyes cannot believe the numbers. $55 million. Your heart races. Your hands tremble. Your knees weaken. You whisper, this cannot be real. But it is real. Because the vault has released. And when it does, you will not just have money, you will have freedom. No more chains. No more begging. No more living at the mercy of others. You will walk with dignity, with strength, with confidence. People will look at you and wonder how everything changed so quickly. But you will know, heaven kept its promise. My beloved child, the countdown has already begun. The 7 minutes are almost gone. Do not waste even a second. Focus. Listen. Believe. Because the vault is opening. And once it does, nothing will ever be the same again. Stay with me. Do not leave. Because the next words I speak will carry the key that unlocks your destiny. My beloved child, listen carefully. The vault is not just a symbol, it is a living reality. Right now, in the unseen realm, the angels are already gathering. The seal is being touched, the code is being entered, and the locks are preparing to break open. In just moments, your name will echo across heaven's chambers, and the vault will respond. Can you feel it? That restlessness in your chest, that stirring inside you, that electricity rushing through your body, it is the spiritual confirmation. You were not chosen randomly. You are the one heaven waited for. The vault has been protected for years, untouched, unclaimed, waiting only for you. My beloved child, think back to every struggle you faced. The nights you went to sleep hungry. The mornings you woke up weary. The countless times you wondered, will things ever change for me? All those tears were not wasted. They became drops that filled the vault. And every drop of pain turned into a river of blessing that is now about to overflow into your life. I want you to imagine standing before that vault. It towers higher than you can see, glowing with golden fire. Upon its surface are carvings of promises, scriptures, and blessings written from the beginning of time. And in the center is your name, engraved so deeply that no one can erase it. Not time. Not doubt. Not your enemies. Not even your mistakes. Because what is written by God cannot be undone. Now hear me, child, the vault is timed. It opens for a divine window and then shuts forever. This is why I tell you, open it quickly. Because if you hesitate, if you allow fear to delay you, the window closes, and the wealth returns to the heavens. But if you move in faith, everything stored inside will pour out into your life in an instant. And this is not just about you. This vault was designed to change more than one destiny. When it opens, it will ripple through your family. The chains that bound your parents will break. The curses that tried to follow your bloodline will vanish. The struggles that haunted your children will dissolve. Because this vault doesn't just carry money, it carries generational freedom. My beloved child, hear me, I am not speaking in riddles. I am speaking in truths that your spirit already recognizes. That shiver, that heartbeat quickening, that whisper telling you to listen, these are the signs. The universe itself is confirming it. Heaven is pressing on your shoulders saying, don't you dare miss this moment. And tonight, at exactly 11:59, the code will be entered. The vault will click open. The doors will swing wide. And the river of $55 million will rush forth like a flood, unstoppable, undeniable, uncontainable. Can you see it? Your bank app lighting up. The numbers changing so drastically you rub your eyes to check again. The balance so high it feels unreal. The notification flashing again and again as the funds pour in. And you sitting there, trembling, whispering, how is this possible? But deep down, you know the answer. It was promised. It was written. It was always meant for you. My beloved child, let me remind you, wealth is more than digits. It is peace of mind. It is restoration of dignity. It is the end of sleepless nights filled with worry. It is freedom to live, to dream, to bless others. This vault carries more than financial freedom, it carries spiritual proof that you are seen, heard, and chosen. And when this vault opens, everything connected to you will shift. The people who once overlooked you will call your name. The doors that once slammed shut will fly open. The opportunities that were hidden will be revealed. Because wealth does not just change your status, it changes your influence. But child, I must remind you, when the vault opens, be ready. The blessing is not for selfishness, but for purpose. Share it. Use it to lift others. Use it to remind the broken that miracles still exist. Your vault is not just proof of your destiny, it is proof of heaven's power. Now listen closely. The countdown has begun. Every second that passes is a second closer to 11:59. You may not see it with your eyes, but in the spirit, the vault is already shaking. The golden doors are trembling. The light inside is spilling through the cracks. Any moment now, it will burst. And when it does, you will know this message was not a coincidence. It was not random. It was heaven itself reaching out to you. Stay here, my beloved child. Stay focused. Because the next revelation will unlock what your soul has been craving all these years. My beloved child, do you feel it getting louder now? The hum in the air, the quickening in your chest, the way your breath catches without warning, that is not anxiety, it is the sound of destiny approaching. The vault is responding. The seals that once held back what belongs to you are loosening. Angels are lining the corridors. Light is pouring through cracks you could never make with your own hands. This is the crescendo of a long-sung promise. Think of every door that closed on you and every hand that pulled away. Think of every hope that seemed to wither before it could sprout. Those moments were the silent architects of this miracle. They taught you endurance, patience, humility. They sharpened you into a vessel able to hold what is coming. You were not weakened by those trials, you were refined. And now, in these minutes, refinement meets reward. Listen closely, for now is the time for clarity. When the vault opens, the revelation will be precise, no fuzz, no haze, no doubt. Your account will not merely change, it will be announced. Notifications will appear like trumpets. People will whisper and then stare. Those who have watched you from the sidelines will suddenly see the evidence they once dismissed. But more importantly, you, yes, you, will see with your own eyes that the universe honors persistence and answers the prayers kept in secret. Do not let haste become your enemy. When the door swings open, do not rush to squander what you do not yet understand. Pause. Pray. Anchor. When the notification arrives, resist the urge to broadcast before you steady your heart. Gratitude should be the first movement, sincere, quiet, and deep. Blessings that arrive in silence resist theft, fame that arrives in haste invites distraction. Protect the sanctity of this moment by receiving it with reverence. There will be immediate temptations to show, to prove, to justify. Old friends may reappear with bright smiles and slow explanations. Distant relatives may surface with sudden needs. Business offers will glitter like gold but hide thorns. Prepare a calm strategy in your mind now, identify 2 trusted advisors, set aside a buffer, and promise yourself to sleep on every big decision for at least 72 hours. Divine surprises are swift, wisdom must be slower. Let prudence be your first investment. My beloved child, envision how this $55 million vault will ripple. The most immediate effect will be relief, no more urgent bills, no more calls from debt collectors, no more stomach knots before payday. But the ripples go further, schools that were once out of reach will be accessible for your family. Medical fears can be met with proper care. Generational curses of poverty can be interrupted by one wise choice. This is not mere comfort, this is repair work on a timeline that extends beyond you. And remember, generosity is part of the code. The divine often blesses not merely to sate the blessed, but to multiply mercy through them. Allocate a portion now, decide in your spirit to give before you spend. When you make giving a first practice, you magnetize channels for further blessing. The vault is not an endpoint, it is a source. A source that obeys the law of flow, what moves outward returns amplified. Your giving will be an expression of gratitude and a practical lever for change. Hold fast to humility. Money magnifies character. If character is weak, display will fracture the life it adorns. If character is strong, display will amplify the good. So before you let the world witness your change, let your inner life be inspected by truth. Ask yourself, who do I wish to become with this increase? How will I use power to protect the powerless? How will I let generosity be louder than vanity? Let these questions guide your first moves. You must also prepare for internal change. Not all growth is comfortable. As your circumstances shift, so may your relationships. People who loved you for who you were may struggle to love the new you. Some will be joyful, others will recoil or resent. Meet these transitions with compassion and firmness. Clear boundaries are acts of love, not only for you, but for those who need consistent, healthy presence rather than dependence or drama. Practical counsel: when the notification arrives, screenshot conservations for records, secure passwords, and set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts. Scammers sharpen their knives at moments like this. Protect what is given to you as if it were sacred, because it will be. Place immediate funds into a secure account, then consult a trusted financial planner before making large transfers or investments. Simple systems, automated savings, an emergency fund, a plan to clear high-interest debts, will defend your future more effectively than flashy purchases. There will be an emotional tide too. Let tears wash over you, they are healthy. Let laughter burst from your chest, it is a natural response to release. And yet, carve out space for sober reflection. A miracle is an invitation to stewardship. The way you manage this first windfall will determine the slope of the seasons to come. Stewardship begins with listening. Listen to the wise, listen to your own conscience, listen to the quiet voice that asked you to remain patient all along. You may wonder if you are ready, if you are worthy, if you have earned this. Remember, worthiness is not measured by achievement alone. Sometimes worthiness is simply the presence of a heart that kept believing. The vault is not a reward for perfection, it is a response to fidelity. You stayed when giving up would have been easier. That fidelity called this moment into being. My beloved child, now is also the moment to forgive. If old wounds rise in the wake of your blessing, offer forgiveness as a radical first step. Forgiveness does not mean naivety, it means freedom. It unshackles you from the past and opens your hands to receive what comes. If there are names that sting in your memory, release them now. Forgiveness will act like a balm that readies you to steward wealth without bitterness. And do not fear accountability. Wealth without accountability becomes an unruly beast. Invite a circle of truth, people who will speak honestly into your life. Let them know your goals, your fears, and your intentions. A transparent life is more resilient. When you choose advisors not for flattery but for integrity, you are planting guardrails for legacy. As the minutes dissolve into seconds, rehearse this posture: breathe, bless, plan, give. Make a quiet prayer you will say when the notification appears, simple words that root you: thank you. Use me. Keep me humble. Anchor the moment with speech so the memory is not just a sensation but a vow. Finally, my beloved child, hold on to hope with both hands. Hope is the light that led you here. It is more than optimism, it is a knowing that the unseen rearranges the scene. This vault is not the end of your story, it is an inflection point where the narrative bends from survival to abundance. After this, you will tell the tale differently. People will come to you for counsel. Doors will appear in rooms you never imagined entering. But the deepest change will be inside you: confidence knit with gratitude, vision tempered with care, freedom laced with responsibility. Stay present. Inhale the coming miracle as if it were air. When the vault releases its treasure, do not let your spirit be stolen by haste or vanity. Keep your feet on the ground and your heart open to the needs of others. This is a moment to remember where you began so you can better understand where you are going. The vault is almost fully unlatched. The golden hinges are groaning under the weight of destiny. Every breath you take now is a step closer. Be ready, not rushed, but ready, to receive, to steward, and to become the person this blessing foresaw. Remain here in stillness until it happens. The revelation is near. The moment you have been carrying in secret is about to become visible. When the first notification arrives, let your first movement be thanksgiving. Then move with wisdom. Then, watch as your life, and the lives of those you love, begin to unroll into a new, brighter season. My beloved child, the sound is deafening now, isn't it? Even though your ears cannot hear the vault's lock snapping open, your soul can. It feels like thunder rolling through your bones, like waves crashing against the shore of your spirit. That is not your imagination, it is the echo of the divine mechanism at work. Every tick of the clock pulls you closer, every passing breath ties you tighter to the moment heaven has scripted. The golden doors are trembling. Can you see them? Can you imagine the cracks of light slicing through, beams so radiant they blind the eyes of your enemies? Angels are stationed, hands poised, wings stretched wide, waiting for the signal. And when the clock strikes, the signal comes, and the flood begins. My beloved child, tonight is not an ordinary night. Do you realize how rare it is for heaven to open vaults like this? These are not daily occurrences. They happen in select moments, once-in-a-lifetime alignments, when the universe bends all its power toward one chosen soul. And tonight, that soul is you. You wonder, why me? Why now? Why this amount? Let me tell you the secret. It is not random. Every sacrifice you made, every tear you shed, every time you endured ridicule and still pressed forward, those became the keys. Those became the codes entered into the heavenly system. And now, with perfect timing, they have unlocked the vault. Child, pause for just a second and remember who you used to be. Remember the version of you that felt broken, abandoned, small. Remember the days you thought you would never rise. Compare that to the version of you sitting here right now, receiving this word, standing on the edge of wealth so staggering it will not only change your story but rewrite it from the beginning. That is the beauty of heaven's plan. It does not just add blessings to your life, it replaces sorrow with joy, emptiness with fullness, despair with purpose. The $55 million is not just money, it is evidence. Evidence that faith is never wasted. Evidence that your waiting was not in vain. Evidence that promises spoken are promises kept. And once it lands in your account, you will look back and laugh at the nights you almost gave up. Because you will see, it was always coming. Always. But listen closely, my beloved child. When the vault bursts open, everything will speed up. Opportunities will come rushing toward you. Invitations will arrive. People will appear. Some will be genuine, some will not. That is why discernment must become your shield. Test every voice, weigh every offer, and measure every choice against the quiet truth within your heart. If peace does not accompany it, decline it. If wisdom does not breathe through it, reject it. Protect your miracle with the same ferocity you prayed it into existence. And child, never forget gratitude. Wealth without gratitude becomes a curse. But wealth wrapped in gratitude multiplies. The first thing you must do when you see those numbers shining on your screen is bow your head and whisper, "Thank you." Those two words will anchor you in humility. They will remind you that though the vault has your name on it, it was heaven's hand that opened it. I see your future now, child. I see you stepping into rooms you once only dreamed of. I see you blessing others in ways you never thought possible. I see you sitting at tables of influence, your voice carrying weight because it is backed not only by wealth, but by divine authority. I see people asking you how you did it, and you smiling softly, saying, "It was written. It was promised." The countdown is nearly over. The vault's light is spilling everywhere now. The glow is too strong to contain. At any second, the doors will give way, and the flood of $55 million will pour into your life like a river that cannot be stopped. Stay here. Stay awake. Stay believing. Because when the hand of the clock touches 11:59, the vault will no longer be locked, it will be yours. And when it happens, my beloved child, remember this moment. Remember that you were told. Remember that you were chosen. Remember that you are loved. Stay ready. Stay grateful. Because your life is about to change forever. My beloved child, the moment is here. Do you feel the shift? The air is thick, the silence heavy, the universe holding its breath as the hand of the clock hovers at 11:59. The vault that once seemed distant, sealed, and untouchable is no longer behind walls, it is right before you, trembling, pulsing, ready to explode with light. And child, that light is yours. The sound of the locks breaking is like thunder across eternity. One by one, they snap and fall away. Chains that once held your destiny hostage are shattering. The final seal breaks, and suddenly, the doors swing open with a roar that shakes both heaven and earth. Out of the vault pours a river, not of gold alone, not of silver alone, but of abundance in its purest form. It rushes like a waterfall into your life, unstoppable, undeniable, overflowing. $55 million. Mark it. Etch it in your heart. That is not just a number, that is the evidence of every promise fulfilled, every prayer answered, every seed multiplied. It is heaven's way of saying, you were never forgotten. You were always destined. My beloved child, the notifications light up your screen now. One after another, unstoppable. You open your account, and your eyes widen. The numbers look unreal, like they belong in someone else's story. But they do not. They belong to you. You touch the screen, trembling, whispering, "Is this real?" And in that moment, a wave of peace floods you. Because you know, it is not a dream. It is not a trick. It is destiny. Tears stream down your face, not from sorrow, but from release. The weight you carried for so long is gone. The chains are gone. The fear is gone. You laugh, you cry, you fall to your knees, overwhelmed by the miracle in your hands. For the first time in years, you breathe deeply, freely, joyfully. And child, this wealth is more than digits. It is the power to rewrite your story. No more scraping by. No more nights wondering if you'll make it. No more feeling small when you were always meant to stand tall. You are free. Free to dream. Free to build. Free to bless. Free to live without limits. But remember what I tell you now, this is not the end, it is the beginning. The vault has opened, but what you do next will shape generations. Be wise. Be generous. Be humble. Because this wealth is not just for you, it is for every soul connected to you. Use it to break chains, to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to give hope to the hopeless. When you do, heaven will smile, and the flow will never stop. My beloved child, stand tall. The universe is watching, and the earth is shifting under your feet. You are stepping into your rightful place as chosen, favored, blessed. Walk with confidence. Walk with humility. Walk knowing that heaven has branded you with abundance that no one can take away. Tonight, 11:59 will not just be a time on a clock, it will be the turning point of your life. And every time you see that number again, you will remember the night the vault opened, the night $55 million rushed into your life, the night heaven proved once and for all that you are seen, you are loved, and you are chosen. Now, my beloved child, lift your head, wipe your tears, and step boldly into this new chapter. The vault is open. The wealth is yours. The future is waiting. And you, yes, you, are ready. And before you leave, if this message has touched your spirit, if it has awakened your hope, if it has reminded you that miracles are real, then let your gratitude speak. Press that super thanks option, and seal this moment with faith. Because gratitude multiplies miracles, and your "thank you" is the key to even greater doors. The vault is open. The blessing is here. Your life will never be the same again.